Hello, my name is Derek Schultz. I am the creator of this film and this little commentary on it. It's called BBVDAY 2025 and a half. For any of you that are familiar with my work, every year I try to make a new film or something related to Valentine's Day. Not because I love Valentine's Day, but because the month of December is a month where I can come up with an idea, and then by the time that Valentine's Day rolls around, can actually finish the project. This year I didn't do that, and it felt kind of bad. I was busy with a very massive other project, and I decided to skip it. And in the meantime, between, let's say February and June, July, I'd been experimenting with other things. I'd been making a data set or a bunch of images that you see here now that are all using AI techniques to basically remix my original collages from a film called BBVDAY 2022. So I'd kind of gone back to my old work, remixed it using AI tools, and then during that time I was like, I think there's something here that I kind of want to make another Valentine's Day film. Very similar to BBVDAY 2020. And then in July, my grandmother passed away, and I kind of felt like, okay, this is the right moment to do something like this. Like, she'd always been really supportive of my work. She lovingly collected all my work. She and my grandfather were a huge influence on my interest in flowers, my interest in photography, other things. So I just kind of felt like I had to finish this. So over the next 2 or 3 weeks, I kind of finished it, and it released on August 14th, which is 6 months after Valentine's Day. So hence BBVDAY 2025 and a half. It takes a lot of elements from BBVDAY 2022 and kind of remixes them. It uses another song by Model Man, who I'm just a big fan of. The way his music works just makes it really simple, it's very clear to me what it should look like when visualized using these techniques. That's kind of what I had done in the previous film. And yeah, a lot of the footage you see here, the images you see here, are generated from remixes of that existing work. And I think I did about 2 different data sets, each with about 1,000 images. Each of them took about 7 days to process the entire image outputs from those original collages. And then I had this massive list of images to start going through, and I created some new techniques where, if you're familiar with my other work, you know that I do a lot of sequencing using AI, where it kind of finds the next most related image. The new technique this time, however, is using the audio signal, and having the audio signal, when it kind of hits a beat or something, bounce the sequence forward or backward, so you get this very rhythmic feeling to the sequence. So when a note drops, it jumps ahead, or it changes the sequencing kind of thing. And that just feels like a obvious next step for my work. I've been kind of exploring these techniques for a little while across different tools, and I got to spend a week at Anderson Ranch in Aspen, kind of honing a little bit more of my direction for this. And the output is something I'm really excited about, because it kind of takes a lot of the techniques I had already used in BBVDAY 2022, like what you see here, which is the touch designer sort of using the audio signal to cut up the pieces and having this very rapid approach, and then bouncing back to what I've been doing a lot more with my AI works of sequencing images using an AI editing system. And in the end, it just felt like the right way for me to kind of express my feelings about the loss of my grandmother. Even though I don't think there's really much of my grandmother in this work, it's more just I felt like I needed to create something to kind of get those emotions out. So it ends up being a very personal project for me. In a way I wasn't necessarily expecting. It was kind of like a thing that had kind of been slow burning for a while, and then I just said, I have to finish this right now. So yeah, that's BBVDAY 2025 and a half. God, what a mouthful. Should work on my naming conventions. But thank you so much for watching this, and hope you watch the original piece as well with the sound on.